What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Common is back with his 11th studio album titled Black America Again. It couldn't have arrived at a better time with the election next week and all the issues going on against blacks in America. I felt like Common is speaking to this generation at just the right time. The album is full of empowerment, and obviously you could tell by the title it's a lot of it's black empowerment, but I feel like Common created this album to where it has a universal feel. You don't have to be black to enjoy this album at all. If I had to sum up the album in 2 words, it would be freedom and love. The love part is a big portion of the album. It feels very universal. And with the freedom part, it's obviously more towards blacks in the sense that we want the same freedom that other races have. We want the same equality. What I respect a lot about Common is that he always keeps positivity in his music. In many ways, Black America Again feels like a continuation from Nobody Smiling. If you remember that album from 2014, it was more centered towards Chicago. But this album feels like it's a lot more expanded. And I think it just feels genuine all around. Black America Again, the song, feels like a PSA to Americans as well as an uplifting message for blacks. Home is a record that Common described in a recent NPR record as being a lot of the things that he wants to accomplish before he dies. So as you can tell, there's a lot of motivation and inspiration found on this album. Personally, the love songs were really what I vibed to the most on the entire album. I feel like it really hits closer to home for me just to hear this, because I've always been a huge fan of love. Like, I really want to experience it one day, and I love hearing like Common's take on it. For instance, you have a record called Unfamiliar, and it features a female singer by the name of PJ. On the hook, she's like, what you doing to my heart is unfamiliar. And I just felt like it was very catchy, it's very melodic, and then Common comes through and gives his own views on love. And at this very moment, listening to the song, I don't know how many times I listened to it at this point, but I realized I want a Mac Miller and Common collaboration. Because if you remember Mac's album, which it's only a couple months old, so you should, The Divine Feminine, was all about love. And I think Common and Mac could create something really great. I put on Twitter the other day that I think they should do like a remix from that album. Sid the Kid and Elena really make the song Red Wine. I love both of their verses so much. I felt like they were, I don't want to say they're simple. They're easy to get into and easy to memorize. For instance, you have Elena's verse. She says, red like my lips, blue like past thoughts, brown like your eyes, just enough time, I can't think now, you're too close and I might be too nice. These New York nights got me taking chances. I think your hands might look just right if they held mine. Like, that's very simple stuff, but it's also effective in creating an imagery. So I felt like Red Wine was another one of my standout records. The Day the Women Took Over is an excellent storytelling concept. If you can't tell by the title, it's Common creating an alternate reality where women are in charge. You know, there's no war, there's all this peace, and even the people that hate Common are showing him love. In a way, it kind of reminds me of Ice Cube's Today Was a Good Day, but set in an alternate universe. And then one other thought I had was, after listening to the record Rain, featuring John Legend, I really do believe that Common and John Legend need to do an album together. Their chemistry is just out of this world. John Legend, to me, is one of the best, if not the best, R&B singer today. So I think whenever they get together, they create magic. They create something special. Remember Glory from the Selma soundtrack. Black America Again proves that Common is only getting better with time. This feels like some of his strongest material in his entire catalog. Whether he's rhyming about equality or sharing a tale of love, Common is always putting that quality work out. This album is effective, one that I feel everybody should listen to. I don't want anybody to be turned off because it might seem like a black album. No, this is a universal album. There's an interview that Common did with Esquire, and I'll include it in the comments. It really feels like a companion piece because it kind of expands on Common's thoughts on the album, who it's catered to, and just overall like the creation of it. So I thought it was a really stellar interview from him, and so I definitely say turn on this album, read the interview, and then let me know your thoughts on the album in the comment section below. then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at Sermons Domain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.